Now, if you do get that opportunity to talk with Dad, you might be thinking to yourself, you might have heard, well, I should say this, you might have heard the commandment, honor your father. And someone who's a little bit flippant might say that to you, you know you got to honor your dad, right? Well, not too easy to do if Dad's actions were dishonorable or Dad's inactions were dishonorable. How do you honor your dad in that way? Well, one of the ways you can honor your dad is by telling him the truth. Telling him the truth. Telling him what you went through and seeing what the result is. And I've heard a lot of great stories, man, about how guys get breakthrough. My favorite one came this year from my buddy whose name is Brad. He read the book and he knew he needed to talk to his dad. And when he went to his dad, he knew the day he should go. And he just beelined it to his house and sat down and talked with him. And he said, Dad, Brad's in his 40s now. He said, Dad, your anger scares me now, and your anger scared me when I was a kid. Now you would think that in that situation, angry dad would have got angry all over again. I don't care, I'm angry. Rise up, fury, yelling, whatever it might be. But you know what it didn't say? His dad sobered up emotionally. He wasn't drinking. It sobered him so much that he said to his son in a very calm, peaceful voice, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But God, Brad, with God's help, got into his heart. Now because of that, Brad has a boundary that he set that kind of anger is not going to be welcomed anymore. However, his relationship is better with his dad because he said that. If someone sobers in front of you, impact has been made. And Jesus has done something extraordinary. And I wish I had more time to share stories with you all tonight, but I don't, in regard to how many, but I hear a lot. But I want you to also know the reality that I hear the junk too, where it doesn't work. And I feel for you on that. It took me a long time to talk to my dad, once I finally did. To recap those three things for those of you who are sons in the room that are thinking about talking to your dad. Getting vulnerable is the first one, and acknowledging what happened and how that made you feel. I know we don't love to share our feelings, but we need to be able to articulate them, to be able to share them and how they impacted us. Taking that next step to prepare to have a conversation, make it a serious conversation so that you actually can get some fruit out of it with God's help. Because he will help. And even if dad's not receptive, God heals you along the way, which is the extra special blessing that comes with it. And then finally, honor your dad by telling him the truth. And the reason why it honors your dad to tell him the truth is because when you withhold truth from someone, how you actually feel about them, if they offended you or bothered you or hurt you, you actually withhold love from them. They need you to love them enough to actually share that. And that's honor. A way that we can all honor by telling the truth.